With now.
Everything.
All right. Are we good?
We're good.
Good.
All right.
Yep, we're good.
We're good.
Jimmy to the call.
Dice is plural. Die.
Okay.
Why isn't that gift showing up?
Die is
It's a
singular.
really good one.
What is it?
It's this.
Ooh.
Yeah,
That's a good one.
Hey! Hey! Dinosaur!
Dino!
Hello, dinosaur, and also Jimmy.
Jimmy, I'm a huge fan. Your music is wonderful.
Jimmy, you
Thanks,
there?
guys.
Yay!
Your dancing is
Oh
wonderful.
my God.
Thank you.
How is it going, sir?
It is going well. It is going well. How are you guys doing? Who is the least slept in the room right now?
Me.
I left at midnight.
I think Sarah might.
Oh.
Man.
Right now, I left at midnight, got back at 6.
Hi.
Here since.
I got here.
Winner!
Hi.
Because I slept more.
Winner, winner!
Chicken dinner.
Sleeping, I want to go sleep.
Sleep.
Jimmy, the answer is everybody.
Yeah.
The answer
Everybody.
is everybody.
All the
You
people.
collectively have no sleep.
What time is it where you are, and how much sleep did you get last night, and how comfortable was it? Just tell me about it.
I don't want to say. I don't want to say. I went to bed after 1.5 million. And I
Nice.
slept like a rock until
Yeah.
my cat attacked my foot,
Cats will do that.
and that was about 30 minutes ago. So.
It's actually really unfair because you can't attack cat feet the way that they do you.
No, because they will eat you.
Yeah, they will.
No, they'll wreck your day if you do that.
Yeah, that's a bad idea. So, thank you so much for the awesome song. It's so good.
You're welcome. So I told. Okay, so it's become sort of like an unofficial tradition, right? That I do this every year or whatever. I'll like remix the 2-note melody of your theme song, which is getting harder to do. I got to be honest. I'm starting to run short on ideas at this point. It's like, all right, well, I got like, and it's not even really 2 notes. It's mainly just 1 note, like with a different note lead in, and it's just like da 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 da, and it's like, all right. So what am I gonna do this year? So, but anyway, yeah. So Crows and Dicks were like, oh yeah, we gotta play this. I was like, well, do it however you want, and then I guess they were gonna do it at 1.5 million. And then I thought it would be cool to do like a movie trailer. Okay, so you guys already caught like the terrible wordplay of the title, right? Like it's Desert Bus 7, which sounds like Desert Busception,
Yep.
and sept as in 7, right? So I figured I should do like an Inception style version of it. And so it's like a movie trailer, right? Whereas the other songs are much more like popular music and dancey, and so nobody told you guys that it was supposed to be like a movie trailer. So I was watching, you guys were all like dancing and kind of like especially awkwardly. I know that that's already a thing, but it was so fun to watch.
Thanks.
It's
Jimmy
like,
told-
no,
Jimmy
they
told me
don't
about
realize
that. I
it's
was
not
just
at
like,
all like a dance.
I'm just gonna let him roll.
Just let them go.
Oh, I did. It was great. It's a highlight too. So I watched it again this morning and laughed my butt off. So
And how was the slow-mo fight? Did that work for you?
it was everything I hoped it would be. The only thing I would have done differently is I felt like there should have been some monologuing and some narration, like in a world where I play a terrible video game for hours. One bus.
We could do that. What we should do is we should just take out the music from the intro video that we made this year and replace it with that.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that would work pretty
I
well.
wonder how well that would line up. That would be cool if it was just perfect. I don't know.
It would be. So, what have you been up to these days? Kickstarter, Kickstarter.
Just Kickstarter fulfillment, which I'm sure you guys know all about since you guys ran one like at the same time, and it was.
What's fulfillment mean? Is that when we give people things?
Happy ending, James.
I do not. No, that's not something we're gonna do.
Yeah, that's where you send out like countless email messages, and half the people who gave you lots of money don't reply, which you need them to, so you can give them the things they paid for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And do it in a timely fashion, which
Yeah, I gave you $4,000.
scrutinizing your delivery once you have
I don't
one.
have an email.
Hey, this was like a month ago. Why haven't I received my T-shirt yet? And we're like, I swear I'm working on it. I got like so many other T-shirts to send out.
Oh well.
So that's a big time suck, but it's totally awesome. It's like super cool. Been writing music for a couple projects. Some I can talk about, some I can't.
What can you talk about?
There's the There Came an Echo game, which is pretty cool. It's by the same people who did Sequence, which was kind of like a DDR PG, if I think it's like the only game in that genre, I think, which is kind of cool.
Cool.
It's by the people who did that. And then just various other like smaller projects like iPhone games and stuff. But there is one really cool one that I am not allowed to say for a few months, but I'm excited about it.
That's exciting.
Nice.
And can you tell us a little bit about the new album? Because I think
Yeah, the new album, which is what I actually did kickstart, which was hugely successful. I was so humbled by like the support I got because the album was actually done. Like, I mean, it was completely made when I did the Kickstarter. I just did the money to raise, or I did the Kickstarter to raise money for like, you know, making the CDs, because CDs are expensive and shipping is what kills you, man. Like that international shipping, which I'm sure you guys know all about, is just awful. So yeah, it's I'm waiting on like the additional mastering to be done. I'm rounding up some more artwork. Most of the artwork's done, but I wanted to do a lot of it because I just feel like art and music go together very well. So. And then when that's done, hopefully it will ship out before the end of the year. I'm really sad that it wasn't done earlier, just because I wish I could have given you guys some download codes to it, especially since it's technically done now. It just hasn't been like mastered by a third party yet. So.
Right.
But next year I will be sending you guys all kinds of codes for that. And the physical swag, which I've never had before, but
Ooh.
getting some big giant circle shirts and posters and stuff like that.
Yeah, and they look awesome. The guy you hired up to do your art is absolutely incredible.
Oh man, he's so like the reason I hired him, I randomly stumbled across this image that he did, and I'll post it in chat later or something. But it was like a fake Super Metroid poster, and it was like an image of a Metroid, and the way it's like little teeth / fangs, whatever they are, kind of come out, actually make a perfect silhouette of Samus's suit. And it was like the most brilliant thing I've ever seen, like the best use of negative space. So I just immediately like reached out to the guy and was like, hey, do all my artwork. And he was like, okay. And I was like, sweet.
That's awesome. So you're gonna let us play one. Can I play 2 songs?
You can play as much of it as you want, to be honest. It's just like, as long as the people know that it's unfortunately not anywhere that they can get it yet. But
okay.
It's a cool preview. I think it's awesome. This is like the best place to preview it, since you guys have always been like so kind and hyped up about it.
This is not the Kickstarter one, right?
Sorry?
This is not the Kickstarter one, right?
This is a Kickstarter one. Have you heard anything? No. It's very good. So so I asked you for suggestions you gave me 2 suggestions for songs, for good dancey songs.
Yes, because I feel like I owe you some good dance music.
Yeah, absolutely. So you suggested Sevcon. And
Sevcon is a good one.
And you've suggested Houston, so we'll play those 2. Do you want to tell us a little bit about them?
So a lot of the songs in the album have been named after various people or events that have kind of like inspired me over the past couple of years of writing it. So Sevcon is named after 2 of my favorite people. One is a Twitch caster by the name of Sevidus, a good friend of mine. James, you know him pretty well. Anyway, he usually casts Minecraft, but he reaches out and branches out and does other games. Anyway, super cool guy, amazing caster, and he is a big fan of another musician, another good friend of mine by the name of Zircon. And so I'm a big fan of Zircon's music as well, and so it's kind of like Zircon's style, but Sevidus is like a huge fan of it as well, so I just sort of married their names together into Sevcon. And then the other track, Houston, has a really cool story. I got to go down to Video Games Live for like the 5th time or something, down in Houston, Texas, and one of my all-time electronic music idols was there, a guy by the name of BT, super amazing musician, and he was there because he's friends with Tommy Tallarico, the host, and so I know Tommy kind of well, and so when I got to go down, Tommy like invited me. He's like, yeah, come backstage and hang out and stuff, and then he like let me do the thing where you sign autographs after the show and stuff. And BT was there, and I got to meet and hang out with like my idol for the past 10 or 15 years. And we talked about music and stuff, and he was like asking me questions about FL Studio, which is the program I use, which is weird when like somebody you look up to is like, hey, what do you think of this? Or like, he was asking me for advice on stuff. That was so bizarre. And so that was like an amazing experience, and I like went home and was like totally inspired and finished the song, and I named it Houston because of that. So that's kind of that's the gist. Anyway, they're very, very chiptune-y, they're very kind of retro, but they're also kind of modern and dancey as well. That's kind of the theme of the album. So
yeah, they are super cool.
You guys enjoy them.
All right, well,
is this the like worldwide public premiere?
It is not. No.
It is not. They were premiered in Sevidus's chat because like the Kickstarter was funded in like 20 minutes because he was basically like selling it for me, and he was just so cool and so hyped about it that like all of his viewers were just amazing. So because it got funded so quickly, I was like, you know what, just go ahead and play them all, play all the tracks, go for it. And so they've already been premiered, but to a very specific audience. So
All right.
I'm sure there's a lot of new listeners this time. So it's like a
In fact,
second premiere, I would say.
Most people in this room will not have heard these, so.
Most people probably have not heard these.
So excited.
Exactly. So, okay, so we're going to play those. So, Jimmy, thanks so much for calling in.
Thank you guys. You're amazing. One of these days, I will make it up there and visit you guys all in person.
Yeah, you will.
Superhero.
That'd be awesome. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. So we are collecting superheroes. Somebody is donating $7 for every superhero we collect. And the idea is
Oh, right.
you have to come up with your own superhero. You have to name them, and you have to give us one of their powers.
Okay. I gotta name them too.
Yeah, you have to name it.
I was actually thinking about this the other day, and I'm so bad at naming. I'll tell you what. I'll work with what I have. So I'm like most people. I'm a pretty nice guy, I think. But like the quickest way to piss me off is to just be like an inconsiderate driver. I mean, like and there's so much of that here in Dallas. So there's a superhero who I guess his job is to fight bad drivers.
Okay.
And he would shoot dinosaurs out of his hands. Like every time somebody like cuts somebody off, or every time somebody has their high beams on for no reason, or whatever, they get a dinosaur shot at them and it crushes their car. And then they climb out alive and learn a valuable lesson about driving.
We're talking like a full-size dinosaur here?
Yes, depending on the degree of their inconsideration, the bigger the dinosaur will be. So
okay.
Does the dinosaur remain after the justice has been brought? Like,
That's a very good question.
That's a very
Are there a lot
specific
of dinosaurs
question.
just
I
kinda
wouldn't
hanging out on the
thought of an
highway?
answer to
Yeah.
that yet.
Transdimensional.
I will say, yeah, they remain, and but they're well behaved, and they
It's gonna be really
basically just police the roads and wave to people on the sidewalk politely.
Cool.
With their little teeny weeny arms.
So what is the name of this superhero?
This is what I'm bad at. I don't want to be lame. I don't want to just be like, this is Dino Cop Man or something, but that's all I got.
Oh. I just came up with something.
Okay.
Let's hear it.
The Backstreet Driver.
Ooh.
You only get the dino thing in there.
Or some form of like justice or like
Dino Justice.
sidewalk dinosaur.
Maybe like the Jurassic backseat driver.
Ooh, okay.
There has to be a
Guardian,
tie-in.
I kind of like.
Tyranno Guardian. Yeah.
Tyranno Guardian.
Chat.
Tyranno Guardian. Let's be honest.
Jurassic
Okay, on a
Justice.
scale of like 1 to 10, with 10 being like just
Jur-
absolutely
Jimmy,
terrible.
Jurassic Justice?
Jurassic Justice.
Okay.
Boom.
Can't wear
On
hats.
a scale of
like
1 to
on
10, how
fire today.
terrible is that? Like that was just like the worst superhero ever.
No, it's not.
Although-
He shoots dinosaurs at people, and they get to hang out. Like the
Yeah,
world
that's
gets
cool.
better drivers and dinosaurs.
Yeah.
This is the best superhero we have.
Paul and Storm gave us a driver that, gave us a superhero that he just has 83 cents in his pocket all the time.
Once a day, he can pull.
Wow.
He can just pull 83 cents out of his pocket once
That
a
was
day.
just all. That was
That's
all,
it.
That was his entire
That's
power.
amazing.
I thought his power.
I mean, it's no chicken head, man, but it, you know.
Yeah.
His power was he's always had exact change. It wasn't necessarily 83.
No, it was just 83 cents
all the way.
all the time. Once a day, he can do it. Worst superhero.
Oh, goodness.
That is pretty.
That is awesome. That is such a good question, and like high five to whoever thought that up. That's brilliant.
It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Still more than most.
All right, guys, let's play some big giant circles.
Yeah.
Thanks so much, guys.
Thanks, Jimmy.
Thanks, Jimmy.
Bye.
Love you guys.
All right, Seb Con.
Oh
It gets dancy. Don't worry.
At this point.
Sorry.
I thought I would prizes at this point.
You have one more prize. I think.
Get it in there quick.
yeah. Oh yeah, we better do that.
Also, this is my favorite song on this album. It's so good.
That's my ukuleles
I can self-intensify.
All right, guys. So that was Sevcon by Big Giant Circles off his new album Glory Days, which will be out later in a while in the future.
Don't even worry
But
about it.
super cool album. We're gonna play out one more song from him after we announce this last donation drive.